done the same shit when JP pulled up on.
Oh, you're a fucking pussy.
Oh, there's a fucking knob in it.
Well, some of them be dressing better than me. I'll say that. I'll give them that. Some of them be dressing to the nines. With the nails, the hair, the whole body, the whole shape itself. That's why I'm like, nowadays, it can be confusing for some people to be like, okay, well, is that a female or is that a man? So listen, I've got tripped up a couple times. I'm gonna be completely honest. My boyfriend's gotten tripped up a couple times. It's just what it is. I don't know. I call them by their name. If I don't know their name, I just, I don't say nothing at all, so I don't end up offending them.
And I haven't been out there like in the social mainstream for a while, about 10 years, right? And the last year or so, I've been out there, not because anything's wrong with my marriage, but because I'm out there actually, in the networking world now that I'm back doing the radio show and out there. And man, it is a interesting out there. And like you said, how good they make themselves look, waxed legs and, beautiful feet and toes and just completely done up. And it is,
you ever seen RuPaul Drag Race? You know exactly what I'm talking about. 100%. If you ever seen that show, if you look it up, that show is 100% of what. When now some of them on RuPaul Drag Race, yeah, you can tell they're a man, but no, some of those people on there, I think I seen one clip of it, and I really did not know that they were a man. I thought that really was a female.
Just think of this scenario right here, okay? You're a guy divorced, or you've lost your wife, and something terrible's happened. She passed away, and you're out there in the single world, right? You're in your 40s, 50s, whatever, and you're out there, and you meet somebody in a regular place, a grocery store, wherever you are, and this person is very attractive. You think it's the opposite sex, right? So you start working your game, whatever you got, and next thing you know, you are talking to that person. And then the problem is that the trans is in all the control there of when she decides to let the man know what's going on. You know what I mean? You imagine, how about a younger man that's in that situation, with a young situation? Man, you talking about fucking a man's head up at a young age? What if she takes it to the point of like making out with you, and then here you are kissing a fucking man, and then she says, "Oh, by the way."
Yeah, that stuff does happen. But, I can't believe how many of them there are out there doing that. And not only out there, but why they would bring these people into a school to put on some kind of program really annoys the hell out of me.
I mean, that's a whole nother perverted level in itself, dude, right there. Okay, that is a combination of some kind of attraction to children and, what's it called, expeditionism combined, okay? That is some fucked up shit right there, okay? You know, you're gay, or you're a trans, or whatever it is you are, but yet you want to go in front of children in a school and show them all this stuff. You know, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on there, man.
Yeah, that and a lot of the books that are coming out lately have a lot of that crap in it too.
And that's another thing. You know what? You know, and it's not even. It's so obvious what they're doing there. That is called indoctrination. That is called propaganda. You know, that is called grooming. Okay, that is all that is when they do that shit. They put these books in these schools. These are people at a high level that have gotten to the point where they can actually, you know, groom children in masses for what they want.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And, you know, kids between the age of 2 and 7 are always taking information in, and they don't really think for themselves till they hit 7 or 8 years old. So, you know, you're taught to, you know, hold hands when you walk across the street, look both ways, you know, all the things you need in life to keep yourself safe. And then you've got this other crap going on, and they're telling them that it's okay to be this way. Well, it's okay to be that way if you have a mental problem. Yeah, you know, that's the only explanation I can think of for it.
Well, they're confusing, like, sexual fetishes. You know, well, not, you know, it's like they're confusing sexuality with fetishes, if you think about it. All these things that these people do nowadays, the trans thing, the cross-dressing, those all come under the category of a fetish, a weird fetish, you know, something really kind of out of the mainstream. You know, no, I mean, I don't know anybody that really has a problem with somebody that's actually gay genetically. You're gay. You were born gay. Anybody that has a gay kid knows. My kid's gay. Okay. Whatever. You know, as long as you have a job and you pay your taxes and you're a good citizen and, you know, you're a good person, who cares? Okay, what you do in your bedroom. You know, but they've taken this thing to a level where of militancy and propagandizing people, you know, and trying to win people over. No, if you're born that way, it's one thing. But if somebody is like out there in the world trying to manipulate society, it's like socialism. It's the same exact thing. It's propaganda. You know, you propagandize somebody from a young age. If you teach people from 2 to 7, like if you teach people from 2 to 7 to hate Americans, what are they going to do? They're going to hate Americans. Hell, if you teach them between 2 and 7 to strangle puppies, they're going to be puppy stranglers.
Yeah, roger that. That's, I don't know what to think about any of that stuff, but it's just, I'd rather they keep it in the closet where it used to be, where everybody was happy and they were happy because they could do it in the quiet, but it's just too public now.
Well, regular gay couples do not have to keep their shit in the closet, okay? They don't need to. It's publicly accepted. Regular homosexuality is accepted now in public out here and in the world, okay? It is. You go to a restaurant. Nobody gives a shit if you're sitting there with another man having spaghetti, okay? Nobody gives a shit. But yeah, you there's this whole nother like level of weirdness that they're trying to normalize, that. So, well, how far are you going to take this shit? Because we're headed for Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not a religious Bible person or anything like that, but as a philosophical book on just philosophy, it's what that is. And what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah? What happened with that?